Welcome Aries to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 15th of July for the ascendant, sun or the moon. So Aries, as you come into this week, your ruler Mars is making a big statement because it's been moving through the part of your situation that's very much to do with resources, but also what you identify with. We of course all have our individual identity, but we have our values. How do you value yourself? That's the big question as Mars applies to Uranus exactly. This energy started to build up towards the end of last week. If, for example, you work in a situation where you don't feel as appreciated and recognized for the hard work and effort you put in, you could find yourself feeling quite fizzy about that injustice, because the sign of Uranus is very much about fairness. It's higher truths. And if something's stuck, if something or someone's not really flexing into your situation, your impatience can be absolutely tangible. But it could also see you much more outspoken, because having the sun as we have over the last 3 weeks has really emphasized that need for security. And because you also have Saturn and Neptune in the 12th house, which has seen you very deep diving in terms of your past, your emotional needs. So it's been a time when your inner work has probably been to the fore. But that doesn't mean to say there can't be some outer opportunities this week. But I just feel that you've had a lot of time to think about what's really important to you. So for example, if you're in a close romantic relationship and you feel that you take more responsibility in terms of marshalling the domestic finances and your partner's not really on the same wavelength, this could be something that you're much more outspoken about. But you know, if you are, it's a good thing, because I feel it will get it out into the open. And also, your instinctive energies, something that I really appreciate and like about Aries people, are heightened by the fact that the point of destiny, the North Node in your sign, is forging such a fine link to Jupiter in your sector of everyday communication. So if you have a hunch about something, even if it is about money, then go with it. But you could find yourself being a bit more impetuous. So if there's something that has been capturing your imagination, you may find yourself wanting to splash out and just go for it. So that more impulsive side of you could come to the fore too. Now, I mentioned in the introduction about the clash between Pluto and Venus last week, but that clash may have created opportunities, because maybe it's intensified your understanding of some kind of connection that may not necessarily be easy to understand. It may be that someone you work with or in your friendship group really fascinates you. You may not have taken that step forwards to tell them about how you feel just yet, but that energy could be there. But conversely, if you're in a relationship where you don't necessarily feel that you get all the joy and sense of pleasure and even sense of appreciation, and you don't feel as honoured and adored as you would really like, and you don't see it as being part of your long-term future, you could decide to make a big decision this week. But whatever your status, as Venus and Jupiter get together in a beautiful dance from Friday through to Sunday, that can bring some kind of big breakthrough that could be really positive for you. Maybe it's going to be a conversation that just proves to be very upbeat. You can have a lunch with a friend and you can have good fun, go out for a night, make merry. All of those options are possible. But Sunday's full moon does tune into your ruler Mars, which is preparing to make its way into the sign of Gemini. And that transition is really, really exciting, because things are going to speed up for you a lot. And where's the focus over the last 5 and this week 6 weeks? It's been very much on resources. You're going to move much more into a time when it's those interactions with others. But the full moon that occurs, it does ask us to think about whether we've got things in balance between our worldly interaction and our home structures. And so, for example, if you've got a job that's a good job, but you're not enjoying it, however well paid it is, you don't feel that comfortable with the people, maybe you've got an opportunity as Mars makes its way into Gemini to really go for something that really fits and suits you much more. It's been a great pleasure being with you, Aries. Have a great week, and if you've yet to subscribe, please do so now.